Who made it first? Welcome in, welcome in. Goodbye. Welcome in, welcome in. 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Say hello in the chat, hit that thumbs up, and hang out for a while. Long evening. Trailers for sale or rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, so but 4 hours of pushing broom buys a 8 by 12 4-bedroom. Mama, man of means by no means, king of the road. I know every engineer on every town. Welcome in all of the children and all of the names. Every handout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I smoke old stogies I have found, short but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. Third boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoes. I don't pay no union dues. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Yep. What? Absolutely not. Not even the start. It's the dark of the moon, dear. Hello, Travis. Mr. Charles Carrington is in the new. He now knows what's going on. You know, it was like a fingernail 2 days ago, so it's probably nothing for at least a week. What? Yeah, it's burning pretty bright. I just showed it on video a minute ago. Mrs. D is out and about, guys. Say hello, Mrs. D.
Hello, Mrs. D.
Yeah. Hello, Singar Baba. How are you today, my friend? How is your morning? It's pretty early in the morning there. Welcome in, welcome in. I don't know if you could hear the Mrs. D comments, but she makes a lot of noise with that ice maker in there. Singalababa, you were here last night and hung out for a bit. What's up for today? What is your plans? I'm going to conquer the world. Hello, hello. What happened to Charles Carrington? That's what I want to know. Peaky and the Brain. That is true. What we're doing tonight, boy. Tonight we're going to conquer the world. Yeah, I watched too much TV in my younger days. And I can't forget anything. That's the problem. Welcome in, guys. Let us all know where you're from and hanging out and say hello to everyone in the room. Like, share, and follow with everyone, guys. We are building communities. And why do we build communities? To strengthen our family. Yeah, Travis, we done a live this morning. I don't know if you were in here earlier, but we had, I think, 3 people total that talked in the 1 hour time that we were on, and 930 people stopped in for less than 1 minute, which is okay because 930 minutes is still quite good. I never could understand the cat dog. Cat dog. And if you got a calculator handy, I don't know what 60 divided by 930 is, but it all helps during the watch hours. Me neither. That's a good song. Well, Travis, as we were talking earlier there, me and Charles were planning on a little rendezvous sometime down there through the weekday, but I'll probably come down for 3 days, 2 nights, or whatever, and we'll definitely love to sit on the creek bank and fish all night, but I'll have to check on that situation because when I retired there, I had free fishing for life in the state of Kentucky, but Now that I moved out of Kentucky, I don't know if that still is free or not. But either way, I will still fish, whether I buy a 3-day tag or whatever. But if you ever get a chance to be around the big Carter Caves area there, I got to get over there. Hopefully next weekend if I sneak down and check out the, I don't know if it's called a shelter or bunkhouse or what there, but they got some place that will sleep like 8 people. And maybe there's room for a camper there too, so maybe we can get a group camp in there if somebody wants to stay the night. But sometime in September or October, we are planning on coming down and probably staying for a week so we can invite people to do hikes in the mornings or evenings or night or show up for a cookout. I'm pretty sure that most of the subscribers will not be able to make it, but I know we got a lot of local folk down there that would come over and hang out. So hopefully plenty of food and activities, and maybe we can get close to the horseshoes or a cornhole or anything more strenuous than that besides walking. I'm probably out, but I can throw a shoe or a cornhole bag. Mr. CC is supposed to be looking in on that, but he tells me he doesn't go over to Olive Hill very much. And I would like to see some of the guys from the old reserve unit there, but like I was telling him earlier, I send out messages, but I never get replies. Shanklin, Huey, Click. I talked to Dunn probably 3 times. Well, you will come in handy, or Travis, I mean. And I thought it would be great, man, if we could get 30 people and have one of those old-time slow pitch softball games somewhere. Hello, Mina, how are you? Welcome back. Where have you been hiding? It could be a good reunion, and I was invited out to a meetup in Oklahoma. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to take 4 days off to go to Oklahoma. My day was pretty awesome. Slow and boring. I bought Mama a new kayak yesterday, and I ordered us a phone holder, a oar holder, a rod holder today, which I'll be here tomorrow. But I think Tuesday or Wednesday I have to go get it tagged, get it ready for the water. I haven't seen no Mike Duncan in probably 15 years. Last I was heard, he was adopting every kid around. You don't have to tag them in Kentucky. Tag who? I told the wife I like to get back into bow hunting, but I gotta have the land first. Thank you very much, Mina. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, Joe Johnson used to talk to me all the time. Uh, Palovich sent me a friend's request one time and I didn't accept it, but then it wasn't long after that Joe Johnson quit talking to me. I mean, I've, known Joe for at least 20 years or 14 years, but I've known his dad probably 30. Oh, really? Yeah, up here, man, you have to tag anything that goes into the water, whether it has a motor or not. I think it's like $9, but I mean, it's all the new ones now come with their identification tag already, so they just copy that and give you a new number to stick on the side. But just a way for the great state of Ohio to make an extra $9. $25 for fishing. I didn't even check on the hunting. All right, man, take care of your brother and come back and see us anytime you like. Hit that thumbs up before you go and tell your brother to subscribe and follow along with us. Tell him how much fun you have. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I thought about getting a fishing kayak or paddle boat, but they were about twice the price, and I think it's $42 to tag them. I'm like, Jesus Christ, and you almost have to have a trailer. It was just wide, and I think it was 52 inches wide, so it would slide into the bed. But I have to take my tunnel cover off and stick it above the rack to hook up the camper behind it. So I got a kayak, and I said, well, I can put a rack on the back of the camper, but the friggin' rack is more expensive than the kayak. I'm like, evidently it's going to go in the back of the truck. It's hard to have fun anymore if you want to have fun, but 5 kayaks in the garage. What would you need with 5 kayaks? Unless you had 4 children. All 10 foot and longer. Yeah, it would. I mean, it's bigger. It had of course, it was a 2-seater, but it had a big platform in the middle to stand up on. Of course, the new kayak has that also, but not that I would trust it. But I mean, for $1,000 more, you can be in a John boat. But they had kayaks up there that were $4,000. I mean, I couldn't imagine paying $4,000 for a kayak. Who cares if they have a depth finder and a 10 horsepower Mercury on the back, Minn Kota? But this last place we camped, man, it was like the guy told me, he said, you ain't going to catch nothing unless you're out in the middle. And I fished all around it and never caught anything. Hello, Charles. Well, there you go. And I love doing that kind of stuff. But up here, they put you in way upriver and you can practically float all the way to the pickup, which is cool. It's about, I think, 6.5 miles total, but I mean, it's fun and you could fish all the way. But me and my second to the youngest daughter usually take a canoe and she just kind of steers us and we take turns fishing. Yeah, I bought the wife a 10 footer, so I thought, well, if she likes it and everything goes good, I'll buy a 12. But man, this 10 footer is so friggin' heavy. So I think about 120 bucks, I'm going to buy a tote cart for it. But yeah, I mean, you get them with depth finders and fish finders and anchors and uh, cargo hatches, deep wells, anchor straps for the trees, a 2 horsepower Minn Kota motor on the back. Some of them have drop-in foot pedals in the middle. Yeah, you might as well just buy you a John boat and put you a troll motor in it. Way cheaper. Where you been hiding, Charles? What took you so long to get back, man? I just checked the temperature, man. It dropped down to 52 degrees. Is that what you guys call it these days? Any of that have to get out and wade the boat through, or you was able to stay in all the way down? It used to be that you had to get out and wade part of it, especially when you got down to Tarkeel Caves there. Age of Mecca, huh? Back in my day, Charles, we called it foreplay. Fire! $55. Yeah, it's pretty chilly. I mean, what we got 5 days left of May, and it's going to be June. It's crazy. But I seen there in Utah the other day, they got 3 inches of snow. I went through the Colorado in July and still hit a little bit of snow. It's just crazy. You get 15,000 feet, and it's no telling what you're going to find. I think we're actually 200 feet lower here than what it is in eastern Kentucky. It got down to, I think it hit 60 here today about 7 o'clock, and I told my wife, I'm like, won't you check on Baton Rouge? And it was 89 degrees. Yeah, but that's usually where the best fish are. Did you fish it all the way, or you just float it? Hello, Curtis. Welcome back. How you been, man? Thank you very much. How's that family doing out there, and how are you doing out in California? Doing pretty great, pretty great. I've had 2 relaxing days here. I've worked a total of 4 hours in 2 days, so tomorrow's a little different. We're back at it, but it's fun. Lots of fun. Where are you going to head to? I got 8 days left before I have to do any traveling. Travis, do you fish that whole route as you float, or do you just do it for activity? Yeah, global warming sucks this year, man. Well, good deal, good deal. I just talked to, I think I had 2 guys in here, both from California, that were like 62 years old with 30-year-old Filipino woman. They all had dual citizenship, and they're getting ready to head back that direction too. Is it like hot or cooler in the Philippines right now? Down in Louisiana, man, it's already hitting the 90s every day, but a lot of tornadoes ripping through. Yeah, they do, they do. Oh, you didn't take any fishing equipment with you, Travis? I always liked fishing down there by Tark Hill Caves, camping down there a lot when we were in high school. A lot of drinking going on down there. Yeah, always hot there, but the sights are beautiful. The women are great. The food is excellent. You say you're going to stay for a month or 2 months? Two months. Well, that is a heck of a vacation. I know it costs a little bit to get there, but it probably saves you money in the long run, don't it? And I know a lot of people are doing donations and stuff for the schools over there right now, so are you guys taking supplies with you, or is that allowed on your trip? I know the couple of the other guys that I follow and follow me do a lot of collecting and take a lot of school supplies with them. There you go, baby. There you go. That's what someone else told me too. The dental work was so inexpensive over there that it was silly. Yep, I know what you mean. I worked with a lot of guys that were from Mexico, and man, they would make 22 bucks an hour here, and they would be a king down in Mexico. Yeah, I would have to take at least a fly rod and some jigs, man, but there's no way I could float for 7 hours without throwing a line out. Even if I have to troll, tie some string onto the side and just let it drag all the way down. Yeah, that's what some other guy. Hello, Nico. Welcome back. Man, we just ate sausage and rice. Where were you? Yeah, somebody else told me he got full implants for like 1,800 bucks. And man, I told him, I said, well, that's crazy because I got one tooth fixed for like 2,700 bucks. Welcome back, Nico. Welcome back, Mr. Incognito. Is it daylight there yet? Yeah, it was, I think, like 9:06 before it finally got dark here, Curtis. It's crazy. I told the wife, man, it's going to be like living in Alaska. I'm going to go to work and I'll see you in 13 days when it gets dark. Yeah, well, my wife's brother took the whole quarter, didn't want to share it at all with us, so another 300 bucks at Kroger, but we're all right. We're all right. I'm going to go down to Kentucky, and I know a few guys that got a lot of deer stuck in the freezer. I'm going to be down there bumming some roast and burger and backstrap. Seems like something you'd want to take camping with you. Sounding good, sounding good. Man, if you had you a big open pit fire out there. I know you do, Travis. I know you do. That's why we want you to go camping with us. Make sure it's nice and thawed out before we get to the riverbank. Me and Charles will be fishing while you're cooking. Kind of like oh hell, what the hell's it called? Disneyland down there? Phil Wick cooked every deer that they shot. I took all. Well, that's good, Curtis. There's some good chili in the makings there. I know that. Well, Big Country and Rob, they went out in a 5-ton safari, we called it. But we didn't tell those guys why they were there grading roads and hauling gravel that me and uh, Carl and Daniel, we were all out playing golf. Every morning we go to Cumberland Gap and play golf. Phil Witt would stay back and clean the cabin and cook some deer. Yeah, you were, Charles. That was good time, man. That was the old days. That was before the place got developed. Hey, not a problem, man. I can drive a golf cart like anybody else. Yeah, we played in the Caribbeans one time, and it was kind of funny because we looked for like an hour for the place, and finally some person told us to go down this alley, and they had the golf course. It was built in between the apartments. Everything was fair game, man. We'd play off the walls, the windows. Yeah, you only had about 60-foot wide green. Then there was 3-story buildings on each side, so you couldn't hit it out of bounds. Drive it down the middle and bounce it off somebody's house or their car. And they would sit out on the patios and watch you and just wave like crazy. Sell you Banks beer for 50 cents a bottle. Probably some of the best golfing I ever did. Hear that lonesome whistle call. You know, living here is probably why I know so many train songs. Yeah, there's like one every 30 minutes here. old enough to remember 25 in draft. Well, I can remember $1 beer. That's about it. Well, I got a son-in-law who supposed to be bringing the banjo over, but that kid is one working kid. A guitar, harmonica, banjo. We could do a little Soggy Bottom Boys here. In constant sorrow to his name, I am a man of constant sorrow. The old Juice harp. I've been in trouble all my days. Boom, boom. Yeah, he's been promising to come over and teach me how to play that thing. That's about all I got too, Charles. One good one. But I got 8 girls. All right, man. We'll see you soon. I'll let you know when I get close to the big Kentucky, and maybe we'll try and meet up this weekend. I definitely got to get over to Carter Caves and check that out. $11:05, baby. I'd say we got about, 15 minutes left in the live, but probably a good time to shut down and let the fire burn. Curtis, when are you leaving for the Philippines? You know, I find it's a lot better live, Charles, when people you know pop in and you ain't got all these strangers with silly stuff going on. Here comes another train the opposite direction. Can you hear those trains pretty good? I'm telling you, that train there is probably a mile away. But it echoes across that big reservoir over there. And I'm pretty sure there is 14 red lights that it goes through in this town. So it blows a lot. Curtis, are you still with us? You can bury me in your valley. Loud and clear. Lima Charlie. Charles, I need you to authenticate. Whiskey Delta, please. Over. Actually, I could hear him. It's one train passing the other one. Welcome in, guys. I know it's late, but it could be early for you. You going fishing tonight, Charlie? Charles? Go catch some big channel cats, baby. Let the chicken liver fly. We are up close and personal, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. How's everyone doing tonight, guys? Say hello in the chat and hit that thumbs up. Hang out with us for a bit. We probably got a few more minutes of this fire going. And then we will shut down and take a little nap. Definitely can warm the old toes up. They say if your feet are warm, your body's warm. Let us know where you're from and where you're hanging out tonight, guys. You got Mike here from Out and About with M&D, about 9 more minutes. So jump in the chat and don't be shy. Talk to us. But then again, the bottom of your feet are the tenderest part of your body, even more tender than the armpits. Definitely warm up the old shoes. Hello, hello. Who we got hanging out with us? I'm going to shut these lights off and let Bigfoot globe all by himself. Now that's a fire. Charles, are you still with us or have you went fishing, man? This better not be the same guy you play. I forgot what it's called. Beanbag board.